all year, yo. Whoever wins today earns the right to step up to the big-time Battle Machine races. If street racing's your thing, Battle Machine is where you prove you can run with the best. Hey, who knows? One of these drivers could be the next street king, you know what I'm saying? All right, it's time to go, people. Come on! It's ridiculous! Alright, you guys, the finals will be starting in just a little bit. But first, check it out. You've seen them in the DVDs, you've seen the magazine covers, and seriously, all the racers would kill for his crown. Leo Watanabe, people! The Showdown King! Thank you so much for coming out today. Everyone here at Battle Machine is super psyched you could be here.
Yeah, you know, I ran a lot of street races too, until I went something like this. It was my ticket to the big time. Still, it's nice to get back to such small races.
Well, it may like, oh yeah, check it out. There's Ryan Cooper in that green S13. He's been on fire today. That dude's definitely a Battle Machine prospect.
I don't know about this Cooper guy. He never would have cut it back in the day. They must have really lowered the standards this year.
I'm not gonna stick up for Cooper. His driving's gotta do all the talking. Okay. These dudes are looking ready. Every one of them's fiending for the win. Cause this is the big one. The winner of this race gets an invite to the big-time Battle Machine races. So come on, Chicago, Chi-Town, make some noise!
So how about this? An intro about 5 minutes in. Hello and welcome to the next Let's Play. Need for Speed Prostreet. I wish I was saying the second. Damn, I would enjoy a new one. But, no, it's just Need for Speed Prostreet. One of my favorite of the Need for Speed games. Over the series I'll explain why, but for right now, you just gotta mash the pedal and beat all these chumps. But I do wonder what happened to our rear wheels, because in the cutscene they were the same as the front, but no, not so much. Anyways, let's get into the reasons why I like this game. One, style. This thing is just oozing style. From the other racers to the events you take part in, it's got style. And details. Both of those go a long way. Other reasons? The physics. Right now they're sort of definitely more on the arcadey side of sim, but you can kind of see that it's a basis in reality. This is going to change by the end of it, don't worry. One more lap. Customization, as you can see from the our car here. There is a lot of options for customization. Okay, maybe not so much this car, but there are some. You'll see. Another one, though you can't actually hear it, is the soundtrack. It's pretty good as well. Honestly, all Need for Speed soundtracks are good, but due to copyright concerns, that has to go off. Sadly. Junkie XL, hi. And that takes care of that. I'll start talking through these now. By 7 seconds. You dick. You know, if you want to sort of show off how much you don't care about the new guy, doing a hissy fit burnout after staring at the guy, probably not the way to go. Ryan Cooper's just like, what a douche. I like the game. I should also point out, this is the second time I'm recording this, because first time, in an effort to try and keep this all running smooth, because I'm upping the OBS recording settings so it isn't blur the game. I don't think I achieved that, at least to a degree that I like, but it should be better than most everything. Anyways, let's get into.
Alright, welcome to Battle Machine. This is your first challenge weekend.
You know what? I can explain this shit better than he can. Welcome to the challenge events. It's a series of events that.
Ryan Cooper out there today. This is his first big, quote-unquote, legal race.
As much as I want to listen to the announcer.
Races have a ton of different types, but generally, they're all.
Look, if you follow me this far into my Alpine career, you know what the hell a race is. Grip's head up. Grip, heads up. So, anyways, challenge weekends. They give you some cars to race with. You don't have to pay for repairs, which is nice, but apparently if you wreck your car, it's done for the week. I think I've managed this before, but it didn't take that option away from me. It's fine anyway. Up the outside, cut into the inside. Outside again. The AI in the early game is pretty bad at braking points, so. Though they do get rather challenging, even if it is for the fact that I'm pretty sure their cars are bullshit, but they do get pretty challenging. More so than some things, which I'll get to eventually. But yeah, challenge weekends, they give you cars, you don't have to worry about repairing them. Repairing is in fact a mechanic in this game. It's quite nice. It's split into light damage, heavy damage, or light damage, which is just cosmetic as far as I can tell, heavy damage, which will impede your performance, and then finally writing off the car. Though usually you're either going to experience light damage or writing your car off. I'm not saying heavy damage can't happen, but for the most part it's going to be either one or the other. And it's mainly because light damage doesn't take that much to accomplish. Just a quick brush against the guardrail at a decent speed, and there you go. Now I am holding an immaculately clean line this time. So yeah, you can either pay for them with cash, or you can use tokens to get it done for free. Just a quick word, maybe save the tokens for damages up to around 5,000, because that's how much, and we've taken this event. Yep. Another thing, well, you come in first doesn't mean you'll win. You get a bonus because here is a stat layout. You get points for coming in first. You get points for running a clean race with no damage. Up to a certain point in light, they'll still give you points, but after a bit, not so much. And finishing under the target time. All of this gives you a score. Score is important because the main thing about Prostreet, apart from being track-based racing as opposed to street racing, though they do make allusions to it, is dominating the events. So you see in the top right corner, there is a little crown and a green bar with a point score. You hit that point score and you have dominated the event, which is to say you've actually won the event. You have to dominate these events, challenge weekends, though most have the option of either just winning, which gets you a roll on the good old roulette, which if you're familiar with any previous Need for Speed, you're familiar with, after you beat a boss. Here it can be either tokens of a variety, cash, or parts. Or in some rare cases, a free car. Quick thing about the token thing, the reason why I say use the repair tokens for damages around 5 grand is you can buy repair tokens and total tokens, which you have to use if you want to fix your totaled vehicle. Okay, good. Repair tokens cost around $5,000, so coming up the outside, and there we are. Light damage, not that much. Though it's fine, we'll probably still get some points. It's not like no damage, 500, light damage, no points. It's a sliding scale up to a point. I feel like I was talking about something. Or got distracted. Repair tokens. Oh yeah, the roulette. And counting. Oh yeah. Finally backtracked enough. Dominating events is the real main thing. They give you another spin on the roulette, and both winning and dominating give you a cash bonus as well. Though dominating gives you like double or thereabouts. Oh. Okay, that's probably less. But we're still going. And right now we're just running the drift races. Speaking of drift races, there are 4 main styles of events. There's drift, which encompasses obviously this class, which is half the pack is high-powered vehicles, the other is low-powered vehicles, and we win. Sector shootout, which is fastest time. Oh, hey, we still got points. See? Fastest around a section of the course nets you points. Let's polish this off.
Drag tournaments are all about posting the fastest times.
Yeah.
Tournaments
Then there are drift. Yeah, there are drifts, but this is drag that I want to talk about. It's either just regular drag, which is done in 3 tiers. By the way, before each event, you gotta heat your tires. This is actually a decent minigame. Doesn't take too long. And hey, there's a thing that you have to do. For a second there, I thought I fucking shifted too early. Because you can jump on it, so I'll be just leaving this. But yeah, there's drags and wheelie competitions, which is going the farthest on two wheels. That you kind of have to have the right car for, but they do make it easier than in the main game. So if you have something that pops them up in regular drag racing, you should be fine. Burnouts. For the most part, drag racing is just the same as any other Need for Speed game. Hit the correct points, and you got the fastest time. 12:94. Damn nice. Though I don't think it's going to be an issue for this LP. Normally there is a girl who does the arm drops to let you know where to go. Or there's a tree. Funny story, the first time that I installed this game on PC, all the character models were missing for some reason. So these style of drag races were a bitch to fucking do in the late game where, for right now, they're retarded, but later on they figure out what the hell they're doing, so. 13:06. Oh, okay. And that dominates the event. Normal. See? Cash, 5,000 bonus, and... yeah. Honestly, I think every bonus for the first one that you do is 75 grand. And now we have options to go and do our own races. We'll be heading down south for reasons that you'll see. Battle Machine. Yeah, we're still on Battle Machine. Anyways. Yep.
When you build your car, you can't just put together all
I'll
around
let him explain this.
The other guys are bringing cars built specifically for each type of race, so you better do the same. If you plan to haul the same car between race days, it's a good idea to have multiple setups to make sure they're tuned properly for different tracks. Remember, some of these guys are running parts you can't even find on the shelf. Hey, but don't trip, because if you prove yourself, the local shops might let you in on their secrets. Do what you can with aftermarket parts, or feel free to improve on the car's OG design. Every last bit of weight counts up there, so either get on a diet or put your car on.
Yeah, anyways. We are the proud owners of a Nissan 240SX and a Chevy Cobalt SS. Now, I'll go through. You can't customize pre-tuned stuff. So, first the stats. There's power, which is drivetrain, engine, drivetrain, and turbocharging, or supercharging. Suspension, brakes, tires, effect handling, and aero is a bit more secretive, though it is very good to do. I'll be doing this on my own time for the most part. For whatever reason, the rear and side skirts don't like to display properly, so you kind of have to do them separately if need be. You can choose from. You can choose stock auto sculpt, which honestly I don't know why you would go with these, because for one, they're either uglier than what you can do in stock auto sculpt, at least I mean. Then there's wide body, which does give you a nice little advantage, though don't worry, you can always make it up by just choosing, I mean, look at this, wide body or hood. That's nice. But honestly, I'd probably spend it more on power. You can change hoods, spoilers. There are usually some special spoilers, like this one's usually available, and then there's a drag style, which is available on some other cars. These, which I never really put on because no point to it. Exhaust tips, yeah, can install it on a stock body. Probably the only reason you might want to get a fucking upgraded body. Roll cages, which is a nice feature, though you can't paint them separately from the car. Special seats. Honestly, there's no real reason to do this, except maybe a bride. Like the cheap black bride. Visuals, which is the finals, which... If I do have complaints about this game, this is one of them. I'd prefer a preview of what the stickers are. Like, sure, it's easy enough to flip through them, but 97. Who wants to go through 97 and go, oh, is this one good? Nope. How about this one? Okay, that one's actually good. I used it before. But if you're looking for something specific, it's annoying. Decals, which are numbers, manufacturer, and aftermarket parts. Though they all have this black shadow behind them, so you can't use dark colors with them, otherwise they come out looking like crap. Paints, metallic, matte, iridescent, pearlescent, chrome, and candy. And you can paint individual parts too, if you want. Wheel paint. Fun fact, the auto sculpt feature, which never makes a fucking return, means you can modify the stock wheels, which is nice. If you already have a nice looking set of wheels on, why not? Tune. You can change suspension, engine, drivetrain, and brakes. And while regularly parts only go up to stage 3, you can win, or if you punch in the unlockable things cheat, stage 4 parts, which are really good, especially for a drivetrain, as those usually net you a 6th gear if you're missing it. I'll be taking care of the cars off screen for the most part. You'll see them eventually, but yeah, market management, 5,000, 10,000 not for sale. Code entries for secret shit, personal records. But I think that's gonna wrap it up for today's video. Hopefully this came out better than my first attempt at recording this. So see you around. Bye.